All right, what's up, my brothers? I got this article forwarded to me. It's hilarious. It's about this guy, Pete Davidson. They call it scarring or branding Kim Kardashian's name on his body. Apparently, he has a tattoo that says, "My girl is a lawyer." Now, if you don't know who Pete Davidson is, this dork has been around. He's quite the piece of work. I'll give you a little snippet of him up on the screen. All right, now that you've got a visual, I want to read this and then provide some commentary and feedback on this notion of tattooing the name of a woman who is 3 times divorced with 4 kids. Dude's basically getting Kanye's sloppy leftovers. I just think he was like, I want something that's there that I can't get rid of. I don't want to be able to get rid of it or to cover it up. I just want it there as a scar on me, is how it opens. Kim Kardashian has surprised fans after spilling a bunch of new details about her relationship with Pete Davidson, including that he has multiple tattoos and an eyebrow-raising body modification in her humor. This guy, honestly, when I look at pictures of him, and there's a lot of guys who be like, "Oh, Rich, he probably gets more girls than you do, blah, 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 blah." It's like, dude, he looks like he gave a crayon to a 4-year-old and said, "Here, scribble all over my body." Actually, that's being generous. You get the idea, though, but, you know, like, look at him. He is a dork, this guy. Speculation that Pete had a tattoo to Kim skyrocketed this week after a selfie of him surfaced in bed with a heated text exchange between her ex-husband Kanye West. Apparently, he's been torturing Kanye West with this. The now viral picture, blah, 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 Saturday Night Live. And they have a picture of the tattoo on his chest. It's kind of hard to read because the dude's covered in ink and he looks like such a nerd the way that it's all done up. Let me explain something about this tattooing of names on the body and how it should really go. So this guy met her, I think, in October. I'm sure he's known her for longer than that, but apparently they started dating in October. So very new at the time of recording. You know, we're towards the end of March right now. And so he's only known her for a few months in the dating realm of things. And I don't think this guy's any stranger to tattoos and covering up tattoos. It's not like it's that big of a deal. But for a guy to brand the name of, I mean, she's the 304. She's been around the block. Again, thrice married. She cheated on one of her marriages. She's got 4 kids with Kanye. She's a 40-something-year-old hot single mom is, you know, what she is. I know a lot of guys pine for her and a lot of women admire her, and she has a huge following, and oh my, she's so popular. Doesn't impress me. The tattooing of a name on a body is something that happens, and it generally happens the other way around if we're being honest. Generally it goes down like this. A woman's dating a guy and she says to him, "Where do we stand?" And again, I have to constantly, you know, remind people, I know some people are newer to the channel, again, in my videos, but men don't have the "where do we stand" talk when you're dating. Women need to bring it up. Women are the gatekeepers to when sex happens, and men are the gatekeepers to when a relationship happens. So when the conversation about "where do we stand" comes up, it should be her bringing it up to you, asking to essentially claim you and seek your commitment as a guy to her. That's not what this nerd does. He goes out unilaterally just tattooing the name or scarring, you know, the name of this thought on his body. And the way that it really should go down, and I talk about it in my book in one of the chapters as well, is she says, "Hey," let's just use Pete, you know, as an example. "Hey, Pete, really dig your vibe. You know, I want to see you more on an exclusive basis. Are we seeing anybody else? Like, where is this going? Where do we stand?" And at that point in time, you know, the guy will generally decide if he wants to get into a long-term relationship with that woman. Now, what some higher value guys have ended up doing, which I think is not a bad idea, actually. You know, if you really want to test her for genuine desire, throw in the tattoo test out there to sort of establish whether or not she's really into you or if she's just kind of like uncertain or temporary about her feelings with you. And it just goes down like this, you know, she says, "I want to be exclusive with you," and you say, "Okay, cool, I dig your vibe too." And you know, she generally throws some lyrics about why and we're going to be together forever and blah blah blah. And when you start hearing stuff like that, Some of these higher value, like alpha god types, will, basically say something along the lines of, cool, so tattoo my name on your body. That'd be awesome, sort of thing. Most women that are into the guy won't even protest. I know there's some people watching this right now that are getting very upset, and why would you do something like that? And that's da-da-da-da. Well, if she says she's going to be with you forever, and she sees you, as her forever guy, and she's serious about you, a woman would be stoked to have your name tattooed on her body. It's like, the thing that people get upset about is they think like it's going to be tattooed on her forehead and it's like a stamp or something. It's not. Whenever I've seen this done, it's generally in the bra line, where it's hidden, in a bikini, or, in, the underwear line. So it's not prominent. It's just for him, right? It's kind of like a gift to say, yes, you've claimed me, sort of thing. That's generally what, the way branding or tattooing goes down, is she puts his brand, his name on her body. That's the way high value guys run. This guy, again, some people are going to argue and debate it. Oh, he's popular, he's more popular than you, he's got I don't care. The guy's a nerd. He doesn't impress me. I don't want to be him. There's nothing about him that I find interesting, aside from the fact when people, forward me this article like a dozen times in the last week saying, dude, you got to check this out. And I open it up and I look at it, I'm like, beta, like, really? This is what you're doing with your time, Pete Davidson? Whatever, man, So that's really how it should go. Guys, don't go and do something dumb like that. And even if you have like the where do we stand talk and she brings it up and she wants to be exclusive and you talk about her, branding your name on her body, it's not reciprocal. You don't do it, for her. I mean, like, unless you really want to, at the end of the day. But I would discourage it, because it is what it is, Women generally leave relationships more than men do, okay? If we're being honest. I mean, if you look at marriage stats, women leave marriages 8 out of 10 times. It's not men leaving marriages, it's typically women. So again, if she's serious about you, really digs your vibe, and is serious about you on a long-term basis, she'd be stoked to put your name on her body. She makes excuses, she ain't that serious about you. Anyway, that's my feedback on the whole Pete Davidson branding Kim Kardashian's name. My girl's a lawyer. Oh man, her father was the guy that I believe defended O.J. Simpson back in the day, prominent attorney, and I guess she got her law degree before she got into thoughterry and Instagramming, for a living, and whatever it is that she does right now. I don't follow her stuff, TV shows, reality shows. You get the point. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. What do you guys think? Comment below. Is Pete Davidson a dork? Would you brand the name of a woman on your body? Or should it only be the other way around to prove that she's serious about you? Let me know in the comments below. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.